guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is actually going to be a little bit of a different video. I'm trying to figure out like what I wanted to film for this week because I didn't have like a ton of time this week. Why don't I show you the thing that I'm doing all the time and why I don't have a lot of time. So I'm going to take you on my day with me. I'm going to show you what I do to make extra money. Right now it's definitely like more of like a full-time type of job. But in my last video I talked about this. I am moving and I'm going to be moving. Fingers crossed, I'm still on the search for an apartment at the time I'm filming this. But I'm hopefully gonna be moving to a much more affordable place. So I'm gonna be able to save a lot more money a lot quicker, and then I can really focus on creating content for you guys, like making sure that I'm putting out consistent content, consistent YouTube videos. Today, I'm gonna show you what I've been doing to make money while we're growing our social media platforms to hopefully make that our full-time income. So today I'm gonna take you on a day with me Instacarting. I actually like grocery shopping. I feel like it's kind of fun. It's kind of like a scavenger hunt, so I really enjoy it. There's also another platform that I use called Spark. It's through Walmart. Basically, if you get a Walmart package, there's probably someone like me that is dropping it off. I'm gonna take you on an entire day of how Instacart works, how I get my batches, what a day in the life of an Instacarter shopper looks like. So let's get the day started. Familiar with Instacart. Basically, it's a grocery delivery service, so you can order your groceries online. Then someone goes to the grocery store, shops it for you, and then drives it to your house and delivers it. I do like it. There's a lot of reasons why I do like it. Obviously, you can make your own schedule. I work for myself. I can work as much or as little as I want. You can also get paid out every day if you want to. It also just allows me to free up my schedule, work around a schedule, like when I want to create content or when I want to create videos, or if the weather's bad, I can just decide like, I'm not into it. I don't have to call out to work. There are a lot of benefits to working for yourself. There's also a lot of cons. Obviously, I have to save money for taxes at the end of the year. There can be a lot of wear and tear on your car, a lot of gas money, a lot of mileage going into your car. My mind is I'm not gonna live in California forever. I'm definitely gonna move back to New York at some point. So I'm not gonna have this car for very much longer. So I'm fine with it. Another reason why I was doing this is because Instacart, honestly, you can make more in an hour than you would at any normal job. Like if I just got like a regular job to make extra money, I probably would just get like a retail job. So I'd be working minimum wage, which there's no problem with working a minimum wage job, but I just know I can make more money in an hour than I would at a minimum wage job. So there's some days like I can make $100 in an hour. Usually I can do about $30, $40 an hour. So I'm gonna take you on a normal day with me. Today is Sunday, and Sunday are statistically very good days out of the week. They're usually the best days out of the week. And today is also another day where they do a promotional like incentive. So this happens sometimes. Usually they're on Sundays. Today, if I complete 6 batches, I get an additional $30, which is huge. It's like almost a full tank of gas. I definitely want to do that today. What a batch is basically an entire order. So you might have a batch that's just one customer, so you're just shopping for one person. I've seen batches up to 5 people. I'm not doing that. I've done 1 4 shop, never again. So the most I do is 3. If I get a batch that's 2 customers, that doesn't count towards the 6, if that makes sense. So I have to do 6 batches regardless of however many customers are in each batch. I don't like to go out and stay out Instacarting after dark for a lot of reasons. One, it can be really hard to find their address on their houses because it's so dark, safety reasons, and then if the order has alcohol, you obviously have to get their ID. I don't really want to have to deal with people in the dark. As a woman, yeah, we're not doing that. So make my lunch and then we're gonna go out. So we should get to our first spot about 10, and then I usually have to head home about 6. We'll see how today goes because obviously I want to do those 6 batches, but hopefully we're gonna make our goal. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to make our goal today. Usually I shoot for like $170 to $200 a day. Let's get our lunch packed, let's get on the road, and hopefully we'll get a batch right away to start off the day good. Always go to the same place first because usually I've had really good batches there at the beginning of the day, and we want to start the day off strong. We'll get a good one like right away, and usually at this location I do get a good one right away. So a lot of the time you will see my batches are going to be at Sprouts, which is a grocery store. I really like Sprouts. Like the batches can be very high paying, and also I know the store very well. They're pretty small. Bust through batches really quickly, which is really great. I am also a diamond shopper. There are 3 different tiers. You start off at gold, go to platinum, and then diamond is the highest. And basically diamond, you get priority
priority access, which basically means like I can see batches before someone that's platinum or gold would see the batches. So another plus if you are a California driver, an actual addition as well if you are a California driver, and I'll go more into detail of that when we get there.
So we will see if we get any batches in the next 20 minutes. If I can get a batch by like 10 o'clock, usually like my day can be really, really good. But I'm gonna eat my breakfast sandwich. I don't eat it at home just so that I can be sitting here in the store parking lot so that I don't miss out on anything. So I do make shopping videos on my TikTok account. I will put the handle right here. I get a lot of questions about Instacart. So the first thing, I don't use any bots. That's a big thing on Instacart. Like people use these bots or whatever so that they get the good batches. I don't do that. I just sit here and I play by the rules and I get the batches that I get, how much I make in a week. So currently right now, I do work a lot more than I want to work. I probably work 6 to 7 days a week. But I am going to be moving like I talked about before, so I'm hoping to cut that down. And if you are a California driver, you do get what's called weekly adjustments. I kind of think that that's like a bonus basically every single week. So based off of how many miles you drive and how many active hours you are working, you get an extra bit of money. They do 120% of whatever the minimum wage is. If I only made $150, they'll give me the difference that I should have been making. I worked 20 hours and let's say I was supposed to make $200. If I only make $150, they'll give me an additional $50 to make up the difference. And then the gas is 35 cents per mile, I think. So active hours mean the time I pick up a batch to the time that I drop off the order at the customer's house. So I'm usually out between 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I go home. I start to head home about 6. I don't like to go out after dark, like I've said. So you don't need to be going out from the time the store opens at like 7 o'clock to like 10 o'clock at night to be making the amount of money that I make. So with the weekly adjustment, I try to shoot for 20 hours minimum of active hours. Right now, since I'm working like 6 to 7 days a week, I'm usually hitting 25 to 30 active hours. I think like one week I did 35 hours, but normally it's about 25 to 30 active hours. This current week, I did take off 2 days, so I think I'm gonna hit 20 active hours. The week is from Monday to Sunday. So today's Sunday, so it's the last day of the week. I usually try to shoot for $150 to $200 extra, which is going to be the weekly adjustment. That to me is a great extra bonus. Lately I've been getting about 200 to 230, but that's because again I'm working like 30 to 35 active hours. I love the weekly adjustments in California. I do think it's unfair that it should be in other states. I'm sure also the big question is, how much do you make? I try to shoot for $800 a week, but lately the diamond status has really been kicking in, girl. And lately over $1,000 a week. A lot of the time I'm about $1,200 a week, which is insane, but I work a lot to make that amount of money. So I definitely don't want that to be like a habit. So moving forward after I move, I want to do 4 days on Instacart, 3 days social media, or just 2 days social media and 1 day fully off. It is a lot of work. It's very taxing on your body. Like some days I'm exhausted. Some days I'm not tired at all. And some days I'm just exhausted. I pretty much shop at the same few stores. I'm usually at Sprouts. I'm gonna sit here, finish my sandwich. Hopefully we'll get a batch right away. I'll tell you guys how much I make in each batch. I'm gonna take you along with the shopping with me, show you the deliveries, some things that I look out for as an actual Instacart shopper. As you practice and as you do more shops, you'll get more comfortable on like what kind of orders you can do quickly and what kind of orders you're gonna take. So I generally always want orders that are at least $25 and up, but if things are $25 and less, I really have to pick and choose about those. So if I do one of those, it has to be an easy shop. And so easy to me is like 15 to 20 units or less, very close by, like 5 miles and less, and also to a house. If it's going to like a high-rise apartment and they've got like 30, 40, 50 items, I have to use like my little cart. Like if it's gonna be not super quick and easy, I'm not gonna do it. Like if there's a batch that's like 70, 80, 90, maybe $100 and it's maybe like 12 to 15 miles, I'm gonna do it. Pick and choose like what works best for you. I've seen orders as low as $4 and I've seen orders that are as high as $130. Let's get into the actual shopping and getting started with our day. I like how I said I never take 4 shops, but I've actually been sitting for an hour and something came up, so we're gonna do it. It is a 4 shop. It's not that bad. Like it's really not that many units, but it's $60. So I'm gonna do this one so we can at least get the day started. It's gonna be a little bit difficult to finagle in the cart, but I think we're gonna be able to do it. Okay, so I just finished that shop. It really
wasn't too bad. And one of the customers had a lot of big things like gallons of milk. She had every single melon I could buy. We're gonna put everything in the car and then we're gonna go deliver all of these and then we'll move on to whatever we find next. Okay, so we have one customer here, one customer here. All of this is one other customer, and then these three are for the last customer. You do really have to have good organization skills. So if you are new to Instacart, I definitely would not suggest picking up 4 shops until you're really comfortable with the app and organizing customers in your car. Okay, I just dropped off the 4th and final order. The whole order from picking it up to delivering the last order only took an hour and 20 minutes. On the app, it'll tell you like where the busy stores are. So if they're highlighted orange, they're busy. If they're highlighted red, they're really busy. So a lot of the stores in my area and where I am right now are highlighted orange or red. So we're gonna go to one of those stores, pick up another one. So far, it's been a really great day. I love getting like a really good order right in the morning and just kind of like jump starts your day. We're gonna finish the 6 so that we get an additional $30. Okay, I didn't show you guys because I just picked it up and went inside, but I picked up a $47 batch at Aldi. I normally hate shopping for other people at Aldi, and I especially don't like going to Aldi on the weekends because like I feel like people don't realize that there's other people around. I picked it up because it was $47. It's about 11 miles, which is a little bit further than like I've said. Everything that I've said I don't do, I'm doing today. 2 customers, but one of the customers only wanted one thing. We're gonna go drop this off and hopefully we'll just keep the ball rolling. We need 4 more to hit our goal today. Order and I went and shopped it and just did it really quickly. I had been waiting for quite a bit and a little bit nervous because it's almost 4 o'clock and we still have 3 more batches after I finish delivering this one. So let's go deliver this. We still have 3 more to do. I really want to do the 3 more. So I'm hoping that we can just get something that's relatively easy after this just to get us down to like 2, and then hopefully it'll be smooth sailing from there. Getting a little bit nervous that I wasn't going to get anything because we still needed 3, but I just picked up this really easy $20 one in Sprouts. It took me like 10 minutes to shop maybe. I just dropped off the first one and we're gonna drop off the second one. I just dropped off that order and I was driving to another Sprouts that was orange on the map, and as I was pulling into the parking lot, an order popped up for a different Sprouts, which is the one I was just at, and so we immediately picked that up because it's only a 1 shop and it was $41. So that's really good. I'm glad I was able to get something like right away. That was something I was gonna be worried about because after this we only have to do 1 more batch. I'm hoping to do this one really quickly because it's 5:45 right now, so I'm definitely going to be out a little later than I usually am or I want to. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing almost a half day, I feel like, because I have some other things I need to get done tomorrow. We're going to head to that Sprouts. It's only about a 5-minute drive away, and we're going to get into that and do it really quickly. It's only 52 units. I can probably shop that in probably 20 minutes. That order and we just need 1 more. It's just a little bit past 6:30, so hopefully we're gonna get something right away. Regardless, we're doing really good on time. It's only 6:40, so I'm not too worried about it. I just picked up the last batch. It was on about $15, but I just want to be done. So, and with that last order, we have completed our task for today of getting a total of 6 batches for an additional $30. With that, we ended the day at $251.18, and look at this incredible view from the last place. I'm so happy that I was able to complete this. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video on coming along with me on a day that I Instacart. If you have any other questions about Instacarting in general, just leave it in the comments. I can always do a part 2 about more just some Q&A answering questions. If you guys are interested in starting an Instacart or you have just more questions about it and how it works, but I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so you can be part of our family here. We're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on any other fun videos here. But I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.